Hello guys, just wanted to make a very quick video on one of my favorite characters in Star Wars The Last Jedi, Tallie Lintra, or Tallie Lintra. Before I begin the video, I want to apologize for being kind of ranty. She's actually one of my favorite characters in the Disney Star Wars universe, or whatever it's called, and I really hated what they did to her. Here's some quick facts on Tallie Lintra, or Tallie Lintra. She grew up on a planet called Pip Pip 3. She grew up on a farm, sounds familiar, and she learned to fly her father's RZ-1 A-Wing crop duster. Wow, I guess that's where she got her flying abilities. And she also joined the Resistance, climbed up to the rank of lieutenant, and she even impressed Poe Dameron, which is a very hard thing to do. One of her amazing skills is to quickly adapt to changes in the battlefield and use it to her advantage. I really wish she used those skills during that hangar scene, but bad writing or bad editing, who knows. For this next part, I want to talk about how she could have survived that whole situation. I mean, let's talk about her A-Wing here. Got a picture here from the Cross Sections book. The new RZ-2 A-Wings do come with a cockpit deflector shield projector, so this would have came in handy for that whole explosion in the hangar. And would have been amazing for her to use those shields. I mean, I wouldn't jump into a hot car and not have the AC on. In this next picture, I circled it in red. That little bulge coming out of the canopy is the deflector shields, and the circle to the left of it is the two red stripes marking her A-Wing. For this next part, I want to talk about where she was located in the hangar and some thoughts of how Poe survived that whole blast. And as you see in this picture, I circled in green. I guess that's her pre-production picture, so I'm not sure if it's a canon picture, but two stripes and a blue A-Wing, that's got to be her. And this picture here got the green arrow showing a BB-8, so Poe should be right behind him and that explosion. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe Tallie did have her shields on, because if she didn't, Poe would have been blasted to the left, right? I mean, her ship showed that it blew up first, so I like to think that maybe her shields were on, and maybe instead of Poe flying to the left, he was blown back, just like in the movie. So maybe somehow she had her shields on, maybe, hopefully. Alright, now I want to talk about how I think she could have survived that whole explosion. And bear with me, guys, I'm a little all over the place here, so here we go. First orders here. Poe is getting ready to blow something up. He's telling BB-8 to get his X-Wing ready. Everyone's in the hangar. Tallie, Stark, they're all in their ships. She's getting ready to turn the A-Wing on, you know. Everyone's getting ready for a fight, getting ready for the next space battle. I'm so excited. You know, here's her A-Wing. It's turning on. I believe one of those has to be the shields. And here's Tallie. She sees the missiles that Kylo Ren fired. So here's the part where I guess she uses her amazing abilities to adapt to the battle. And then Poe is almost to his X-Wing. You could see the missiles there in the back, that little blue thing, little blue dot. Tallie's ability to adapt. She's turning something on her A-Wing. Could be like deflector shields. Here's the explosion. And then, you know, here's the part where I hate the most. The part where you think she gets blasted. But I like to think her A-Wing's cockpit is still intact, because you do see a A-Wing to the left there. And we don't really get to see the cockpit condition. I'm hoping that maybe somehow Disney can make magic and say, well, she survived. You know, she survived the rubble. But unfortunately, she's suffering from some trauma, because she just witnessed her friends die. And after that whole explosion, maybe Poe sends her on a mission with Finn and Rose. You know, give Rose some character development. You know, you got Finn, the hothead. You got Tallie, the tactical one, the smart one. Then you got Rose, the emotional one. So I think having all three of them in the movie would have been really great to have, but unfortunately we didn't get any of that. So I just want to say that I can't be the only one who loves Tallie. I mean, there has to be a group of people out there who are willing to maybe fight for her life or something. Bring her back because I don't think it's fair. You have like such an amazing ace pilot, a young woman who's an ace pilot, and then all of a sudden you just blow her up. It's kind of like, wow. So who am I supposed to cheer for in this movie? I mean, I'm not cheering for Jake Skywalker or Super Ray or whatever Finn turned into, or Rose. And Poe seemed useless throughout the movie. I mean, he was my favorite. Finn and Poe were my favorite in The Force Awakens, but Last Jedi just kept letting me down. So I'm really hoping that someone in Disney, or maybe this video gets passed around to the point where maybe they change their mind about Tallie and maybe bring her back, because that's all I want for Christmas this year is a good Star Wars movie and characters to cheer for. So hopefully maybe we can get more Tallie, or maybe Tallie gets to come back somehow in a remake someday. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Be making more soon, reviews or video games, whichever comes first. Alright, guys, you guys have a great night.